What's going on, everyone? It is me, Nancy here, and today we're going to be going into the third stage of the Wicked Bloodline Ultimate Red Zone, and I'm using a Super Saiyan slash Goku family team here. So yeah, Goku Gohan versus the Frieza and King Cold stage. Not really too difficult of an actual red zone, actually. I feel like compared to other Ultimate Red Zones, this one just felt really easier. And I really actually looked at the stats after I completed this, and I saw that, Mecha Frieza and King Cold don't really obviously hit hard at all. They do have, like 750k super attack damage, which is honestly, compared to other red zone bosses, not bad. Now, the issue is that, they could obviously both super attack within the same turn. So that's really where the annoyance came in. On top of that, my rotations were absolutely horrible. Like, look at this. I got both Goku Gohans in the same rotation. And the key was so bad that I missed a super attack with one of them. It just terrible. I got both the LR Super Saiyan Gokus in the same rotation as well. So I ended up having to push one of them off. I prioritized Namek Goku getting stacks, I feel like, because I think that he is a unit I would prefer to keep on rotation, just because obviously Namek Goku does have not only the double super attack in the first slot most of the time, but he just has his guaranteed crits against Frieza, and I think that's just gonna come in really into play here. But yeah, I unfortunately had to push one of the Goku and Gohans off rotation. I was trying to get a super attack with the second one, but unfortunately I missed it, and because of that, you see, now that one is just really in a pickle, just super far behind, because not only is he going to show up on turn, like, 5, he hasn't gotten a super attack yet, and that's really annoying. I decided to keep Tech Gohan here just to get him some stacks. Goku Gohan, this unit right here, I think this is going to be their second super attack. So that's going to come in clutch, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they get an additional here. So that's their third one. Yeah, there it is. So that's the third super attack. I'd be able to exchange it to Gohan if I have to. So that works out really well. Fortunately, we did a lot of damage, so I was able to get through the first phase really quickly, which is obviously not preferred. Now, finally, I got Goku Gohan on rotation, and this is the first super attack they're going to be able to get. Luckily for me, though, I was able to transform into Tech Gogeta, so I could have the Scouter active and see, okay, where should I place these units? And that's basically where it is. So obviously I had to put the Namek Goku in the third slot. I feel like that was just a given. I decided to keep the Goku slash Gohan unit in the third slot, just because that's where, full power Frieza, not full power Frieza, Mecha Frieza was supering. I was considering whether or not to take out Mecha Frieza first or King Cold. I decided to aim for Mecha Frieza, just because I feel like he probably would be more dangerous for me than King Cold, because I do have a bunch of STR units on the team. Primarily the Namek Goku, this Goku Gohan units, and then just Frieza hits, I think Frieza hits slightly harder, right? It sucks that I didn't dodge the super attacks. They're actually very low HP now. On the bright side for that, though, obviously we have the Carnival LR Goku in the next rotation. So having Carnival LR Goku there would allow me to actually not only have the revive active, but pretty much just have the revive active. I think would be very important here. Now, Frieza is super attacks, but we actually got the 5 dodge off with the Namek Goku here. So I was like, okay, nice. We got the 5 dodge. That's pretty good. So right here I was like, okay, should I exchange the Goku and Gohan and put them in the first slot? I decided not to, and I decided to just put the Carnival Goku in the first slot so I can just get the revive off and heal a little more. I think that would have been just more valuable, although I could have saved the revive if I did that. I feel like just getting the same type orbs right here would have been good enough for me. Unfortunately, probably the best play right there would have been to grab the same type orb, the Tech Orb with Gohan right there, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter where I got it. I got the Dokkan attack, I think, the turn after or next turn. So yeah, Goku got killed here. Obviously his guard's not active and his revive popped. I decided to go ahead and play the animation. Actually, no, you can't even skip revive animations, my bad. So I decided to just let this play here. One of the most beautiful animations in the game by far. This Carnival Goku is so aesthetically looking amazing, I think, in his revive skill. I know some people didn't actually really like the Carnival Goku animations, but I personally thought they were really good. And especially this shot right here, easily like one of my more favorite shots in the game. And then it's pretty cool because obviously we have a Namek Goku also transform because we're under the 77% HP threshold. And I believe I was able to get his guard active here, so that's pretty clutch. By putting, because if you don't know, Namek Goku and Tech Gohan, they work the same way, where if they get the guard activated, it stays activated for the next 4 turns. So if you're hit by a physical enemy, that does count as activating your guard, so you guard against any even other type neutral types and stuff like that, right? As you see, that did come in clutch because you could tell the guard actually was not activated that turn. Goku right here is getting his second super attack, still unable to exchange. Just so dumb. And at this point, keep in mind, after 5 turns elapse, Goku only gets a 30% chance to dodge after supering instead of a 50% chance. So that was very annoying. I believe next turn was Tech Gogeta's last turn to get the Scouter active as well. Because again, no. This is his 3rd turn, and then we have the 4th and 5th turn still. So we had 2 more turns after this for his Scouter. Obviously, we could see that they didn't super last turn. And I was thinking, okay, well, Namek Goku got sealed again. That's great. I think what I decided to do here was I exchanged, obviously, the Goku Gohan. I put him in the middle, and that way we could actually have the 70% chance to counter with ferocious damage. Now, I was really considering putting Goku Gohan in the first slot, right, to get those 4 attacks to put him up. But I think I decided against it. The smarter plan, I think, though, maybe would have been just... Now, I don't know, because I was thinking about actually using the active skill with the Carnival Goku against King Cold. Because obviously his first attack was the super. But if I did that, I wouldn't have been able to get the counter off and then get extra damage in. So I think I decided to go ahead and obviously just use the Carnival Goku's active skill against Mecha Frieza. Because at this point, I just want to take Mecha Frieza out as soon as possible. He's just very annoying. Even though King Cold does seal my units, I don't think that it's just because of the amount of STR units I have, and then like I don't really have too many int units on the team either to help protect me against Mecha Frieza. I think that was the smartest play to do. Obviously, you see we countered right here. This counter animation is kind of rare to see, right? It's not something you see actually too often. It looks pretty good though. And I just wish that, you know, this Gohan itself, like the Gohan unit, you don't see, right? So that does suck for sure that you don't really see the Gohan unit. This does a solid amount of damage to me. Namek Goku has been getting too many stacks up. I got double sealed. I was like, okay, well, what I'm going to do is use the Namek Goku active score here. So keep in mind, whenever you're like sealed or you're locked or anything like that, if you have a rage mode, you could basically activate it and then you get away with, like, you know, this restrictions that you were put on your units. Though they can roll to put the restrictions back on you again, the fact is that you could basically get a free turn to re-roll those. And on top of that, just extra free damage, right? So there's no reason for me not to do it. I think that obviously was probably the best play. And on top of that, it doesn't actually take up a turn, so we still had... Essentially, you can kind of cheat with like scout units that have timed passives, because what happens is this active skill turn, I believe it doesn't actually count as a turn, right? Because it's still going to be turn 9 when we come back. So because of that, we actually still have the active turn active for another quote-unquote kind of turn, essentially, right? So I was able to get away with this, and that really did help out for sure. Extra free damage as well. Obviously, as you see, I saved the STR orbs. The reason why I saved the STR orbs is to get just a little extra bit of healing next turn. I think that would have been pretty cool. So you see the rage mode didn't finish activated right there. Only Tech Gohan got sealed, so I was fine with that. And obviously, I still kind of exchanged with Goku Gohan. I tried to say, okay, who should I give the orbs to? I decided to give them to the Goku Gohan because I think they had slightly higher defense, right? And I did end up getting the Dokkan attack here, if I'm not mistaken. I decided to grab the Tech Orb because he was sealed anyways. And this, with the guard active and the 50% chance to crit, I was pretty confident that we would be able to finish off Mecha Frieza here. So I did end up, you know, just finishing off Mecha Frieza very easily. And yeah, from there I finished King Cold off next turn. I think that's pretty obvious. The video is coming close to an end as well. So that's pretty much it. I mean, if we're gonna talk about alternative options you could potentially use for the team, I'm not even sure. I would have to like pull that up. Any alternative options that I could use here? I mean, honestly, you could probably bring STR Super Vegito. Funny enough, I think STR Super Vegito could be an interesting unit. I'm sure a lot of people do have him at this point. His Scouter, then the damage he would do against King Cold would be pretty good. And it's not, these guys don't really do too much damage, so as long as you can hide him from the super attack, he'll be able to do some damage of his own and really hold up. You know, you could possibly use him instead of Carnival Goku. Obviously, there's like, speaking of no item run, if you're using items, you'll be just fine, especially. I mean, I'm trying to think of who else. AGL Kid Gohan you could probably get away with if you have him. He does actually end up having the supporting ability, the healing with the active skill for your low HP. That could really come in clutch as well. I'd say, let me check. I'm loading the game up right now, so I know the login bonus is coming in. No, I might not have enough time. Wait, no. Whatever. If you guys have any questions about substitutions, let me know in the comments below. I guess I'll just answer you guys there, but those are just other options thought of at the top of my head. Let me know what y'all think of the run. Thank y'all for watching, and of course, I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.